Okay, so today we are going to be creating pong kind of thing in a circle. And players can go around in the circle with the ball bouncing back and forth. And whoever is the last to hit it, or it'll be the opposite. So whoever doesn't, okay, yeah, whoever hit it last, it's the opposite people that would lose. Or no, I could do it so I can just make it so it just counts however many collisions you get, and that's your score. Because then you can have as many people as you want going around the circle. I guess I could probably increase everybody's score that hit it. And then people can just join whenever. And then still, yeah, I think that'll work fine. It would be a never-ending game of Pong. So, I might try to use editable images for this. I'm not sure how well that will render, but I haven't touched them in a bit, so this is gonna be pretty weird. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to go through the editable image documentation and the forums. No idea what the difference is. Yeah, 'cause I think there's a new way to do it, so I think I also have to enable it. I can close this guy. Let's see. So game settings, security. I'm gonna. Does it take HTTP requests? Oh, just that. Let's see if I can draw a circle on an editable image. If I can even remember how to. And it's been so long. How did you even do it? Are there examples in here? There's no examples. Code samples. Draw image transformed. Well, I think I gotta use asset surface and then create editable image. And I give it the size. So creatable image settings. Is that what it was? We can try 512. Like I can do 1 times 512. I only have to write it once if I want to change it. So yeah, create editable image. I can just put size in there. We have a source image and a destination image. That's just if you're rotating, I guess. Drawing rotated source image onto the destination image. Now how do you make that display? Because I thought it would give, you need to have like a certain object to set the source for. Yeah, I got pixel buffers. Read pixels buffer, starting from vector 2, vector 2 to 1. Just reading. Is that okay? Yeah, position and the size. So it starts at 0 and it's reading that many pixels. I should probably keep this open. Hello. And then, yeah, let's add, let's see, where was I? I don't even have this guy open. The YouTube. Oh, is there 2 people watching? No. Okay. So yeah, there's buffer functions. But we're probably just going to use, I know there's like a line, yeah, draw a line. And there should be, yeah, draw a line and draw a circle, so I'll just be using those. But I need to know how to actually use right pixel buffer. Pretty sure I just use it on the source. Can't remember how you set it. Let's just try it. So this can actually go all inside of a starter GUI. Throw this into here. Now I can create probably have a frame in here. No GUI inset. Now this will be, or no, this can stay at 0. We'll set the size to 1, so it fills the whole screen. Get black. And then I could put an image label inside of here. Set position to be 0.5, anchor 0.5, it's not since center, and then size 0.8 and then set this to Y. So we're going to be working on a... Now this can, I mean, it won't scale farther that way, but if we ever like scale it down on the Y, it'll be fine. Yep, it's all went sway. Now, I should be able to set background transparency of this. We're going to be changing the source. There's source type. But I want this pixelated. Okay, so we got to figure out how to set editable image stuff. So first I'm going to have to get... I mean, I can just throw this script in here because it's all I'm going to be editing. So this image content, and that supports editable image objects. So that might be fine. Now let's see what happens if I kind of do this and then draw a circle. Yeah. So half of 512 is 256. Vector 2 dot new, no dot 1. So there, and then the radius I can set to be a little smaller than that. So 256 minus 32 would be 220. 224. And then you can just set like color 3 dot. Make that red. Image combine type. Huh. Probably just overwrite. And unable to assign property image content expected got object. So I probably need to do dot content. That was that. Oh wait. Oh, what was it? Content dot from object ENG. I think that's what it was. I have a circle. Yay. It's a circle. Okay. So, next we can draw stuff on it. So let's see if we can draw. Should I try to make it so you can draw an arc for your panel or your brick guy? Paddle. So the way I'm probably going to save the position for the paddle is just gonna be the angle. I don't need to save an actual like XY position. So then I'm just sending one number back and forth to the server, which is pretty efficient. So let's make a folder. And this could even be unreliable, remember that? Because that should be faster. Just because I have more remotes. But I want to throw this down here. I want to rename this. This is going to be unreliable remote event. Your paddle pose. Or paddle angle. Head angle. So URE pad angle is equal to notes. I don't know, I'm doing all that, but so this is going to be the player that sent it, and the angle would be the number, and we'll want to fire to all clients except, so I need to grab players and players to URE add ang fire clients, and this is only going to happen if so skip it if it's the same as the player that sent it. So so that it doesn't send it back to the player and have a never-ending loop kind of thing. That would make it like glitch out. So I need to send it to this player, and you can send the angle. So first I might just make it so I can just draw a circle wherever the player is. I will so there would be a circle here. I just need to know the radius that I set. I can just set that here. Yeah. And I can set local angle. I can actually set this to math.random times I wish there was like a math.tau. I'm fine working with radians. So that'll give us a random angle within the circle to start at. And then we can just draw. We're going to want to draw all the players. That means we need to know. It's almost as if it would be easier just having a folder of all the player positions. And then just checking that because values inside a replicative storage replicate. But I'll just do it, I guess, the hard way. We'll have. We do need the players. So, and probably we're gonna want service. And we want kid storage. We're gonna want to also get the player's move direction. Can I still set that? I can have characters still spawn, but just anchor them. I mean, I can't really anchor them, I guess. I mean, I could probably anchor them locally. Maybe. Let's just add it in here because it would be simple. Script.parent humanoid group anchor let's just see if I disable this. Okay, that works because I can't move the character around. But does that mean if I check the character, do I still have on the humanoid? Looks like move direction is still updating, although that's relative to the camera direction. I mean, I only need to detect if they're pressing left and right. I can add keybinds. I think they added, I don't know if they published that yet. There's like a new movement system. Or not movement, but like input detection system. So it might be easier if I have it if I have this, I could maybe just have it on screen like a thing where you can, it'll just detect the mouse position and then move your paddle to that. I can make the mouse kind of a different cursor, so it's just like a point, so you kind of don't have it like right in the middle of your gameplay. Like give like a dotted line to the to your paddle, so you know which one's yours. So this is fine. They're not going anywhere now. I'm going to need to grab either input service and service dot not render stepped pre-render. Now I can make it. I'm gonna have to grab the center of the screen to the mouse. So I do math.a102, yeah. So the y difference and the x difference. So that'll be what I can do. Mouse position is equal to UIS. Get mouse location. Is that what it is? So I can do that. I'll return a vector 2. And that would mean I would need to somehow get the boundaries of what this uses, which might be frame size, or GUI size. Script.parent. I'll put that up here. This is going to be is equal to this guy, because I think I can get that from do absolute size. Just grabs the actual screen size of the GUI in pixels. So that's probably what I need. That returns a vector 2. Okay. So I just go mpost.y minus GUI size.y, and then mpost.x minus GUI size.x. I think that should give me my angle, and then I can just draw onto EING, draw, should I just draw a line? Okay, so for now, I'll just draw a line from the center of the circle to the angle that I think it should be. So I'll draw it from the center. So vector 2.1 times the radius, right? No, the center is the 256, and then I'm going to want to draw the second point at the same vector 2.1 times 256. You know what, I'll do like EIMG size. Five 12 size half. Okay, now I've got that constant. I can use that for this. And then add, this is going to be probably like this. This is the color. This can just be is there like a way to not have the circle filled? There's no argument for circle fill. So I'd have to draw like 2 circles. Yeah. I probably have to do this every frame. So change the radius. Right, the radius there can be that, but then I can just add paddle height. Let's say it's 4 pixels. Times 2. So it's on both sides of the radius. So we can then get our angle after that. Let's get the color. So we got this transparency 0, image combine side dot, just have overwrite. We're gonna have to have this inside here. Okay, so now that we've got this line overriding, we've got to make sure this position's right. So that's going to be vector2.new. Oh. So we're going to want to have, for the x, math dot cosine, we can multiply this by our length, which is the radius. We can have our angle in here, and negative math dot sine angle here. I have 2 mouse. That line's not going quite where I want it to. Wait, so I gotta add no idea what's thinking. It is going to the like 4 pixels out pretty much, I think. But we gotta, it's gonna get confusing. Close that one. Yep. Okay. So we've got the line. We just gotta add the, I think, half the width and height of so it starts there. I think it's just the angle that's getting messed up. And that is because I'm just using the difference between the mouse position and the whole of that size. So I could probably just do this. Okay, so that's opposite angle. Sweet. So I just gotta go, I don't know why sometimes these are just flipped. It's like normally it should be negative sign. But the way they do their angles, it seems to be different. So now, got that line drawing towards the mouse. So I can have the paddle just on the edge of it. And I gotta make sure I draw a different color for this other circle. So now, got that. Although, it would probably feel a lot smoother if I was just letting them use the arrow keys or the WSD. But I mean, I could just make a lerp to this position instead of being instant. Then I would draw the line to that lerped position. So, should we make a function for drawing an arc? Draw arc. And I probably arc width. Do they give you? Do they not give you a width still? They probably don't. Ah, come on. There's no width argument. And then the draw rectangle is probably only to this one. Let's see. It's probably the draw image or draw image transformed. Because draw rectangle, you can't give it a rotation, and you only give it position, so it's just a rectangle. That doesn't really help anybody. I mean, I could make it a buffer function, but might as well just use or I could use a bunch of draw circles. Just have a bunch of circles in a line. An arc. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna draw image that you can only give a position with that one. But there's also draw image projected. Projection. Projector is facing. I wish they would actually give an image showing what it does. Size of the projector, like what is the projector? Let's see if anybody let's see if they have an image of how it works. Not from this guy. Oh, that's that one. That's just for adding like decals. projected onto a mesh. I mean, it's useful, but what I want to use is something different. I think there was a transformed one. So this one I can draw based on position and a rotation. So if I just have a blank image, but then that's still only, that would only give me the segment instead of, it's like I could probably just use path 2D. You probably can't do some kind of cropping kind of thing. Can you draw with a crop? Probably not. You'd have to edit a buffer. They don't want to make this easy on me. If only they just added a width to draw a line. Because if I do draw it with a bunch of... Might as well just do it. Okay. So, I need to add an image to this. Let's try... But I mean, at that point I can just use... actual frames or something. Let's just do an arc first. See if it even shows up right. I could try to fill it in with my own triangle kind of thing, pattern, and then just color those. So I have the arc width, and I'll have an angle. It's both numbers. So how am I going to do this? Say I have a circle, and I have the paddle that only goes around a certain part of the arc. I would have to start circle, okay, yeah. So for I equals, can start at 0, and then, I mean, I can add a resolution. I wonder how many lines it's fine to draw at a time. I could start it at I mean, I'm doing just more math that way. Start at 0, go till high resolution. Let's say it's only 6 or something. So go to the pad resolution. It's like I almost want to draw this out. Alright, let's just open up the eSprite. I was gonna show Steam and everything. Okay. Okay, so say we've got our circle here. We are trying to we're drawing line basically to wherever our angle is. We want to go out however many our resolution is on both sides. So this would be like a resolution of 4. Our paddle would look like that. And why is it going to this song? Why does it always happen? I have it like looped on my own stuff. I thought I was in my... I clicked on this and tried to play it through here. I don't... It goes to the song. I just don't want the thing to happen to my channel. Okay, yeah, so we've got these that we're gonna end up drawing. So let's go with a different color. Okay, so this is our paddle. Split it in. Would be a resolution of 4. So we need to subtract angle. So we need this angle and this angle. It's like I can picture it in my head, but I gotta figure out what the math was. Why is it gotta do that? Yeah. Okay, so we have the meats. Arby's. Let's see. We've got our EMG line. Let's just draw, like, I'm like pointing to the screen, but you can, yeah. So we're gonna draw these lines first, just to see if we can get those. Yeah, that channel thing open too. So equals I divided by pad res times tau so that should give me the angle from I'll probably want to add a color value whenever the player's added, so in here let's do player added player players dot player added connect on player added. So then in here pad color color 3 value pad color dot player okay, so pad color we've got. Now I can set this to be random. value is equal to color 3 dot on HSV math dot random. So that'll be a random color. And that would mean I'd probably want the rim to be white instead of red. This white. Or instead of that, I could have it like a grayish color. That's gonna error, yeah. Because I need to add this stuff. This color is gonna be instead of draw arc, I can say draw a paddle. There. Flare color is flare. Flare color. If not, pay higher in return. Yeah. Okay, so it finds a color, that means I can go equal dot value here. Okay, so we've got that. We can draw from, it's basically what we had for this position. Why is that? Oh, it's probably because of this stuff, I'm guessing. Wait, why is that a colon? That was weird. So we need our angle. That's this angle. A different angle for that, because we're going to be in players, get players, draw paddle for this player. It's like I need to have a table full of all of the current angles. get players to I'll do Pangles player.user ID. I had this in here. So basically I just need this. And I can get rid of that. I'm gonna set Pangles player.user ID. Should I set it to a table and that way I can set other properties to it? Probably. And then I can set angle is equal to 0. I'll update that when it gets sent. I need to get that from remotes. Pad angle notes child pad angle. Got wait for that one. Client event connect function. So here we will set the Pangles is gonna have, gonna send the player along with the angle. Okay, so that should update that angle. As long as this is not referencing that one. Let's go ang. And then I can also go, I mean this should probably be up above here. On players dot player removing and set Pangles player dot user ID to nil. So I don't need that anymore. Okay. Character replication. So we are drawing all of those with Pangles for that user ID. Just clear. Okay, so that should be drawing now, and then I just gotta this is probably going to be changed, but now that we've got our first angle and our next angle, basically this one and this one, we can draw a line between them. By doing what? Need to do another. Do I need to do 2 18s? I should be able to just. I need to make just like a center vector. Call center this. That is the center, supposedly. Yeah. From the center to that. Okay, that's a lot cleaner. Although center, but no, it should be fine. Just drawing to the editable image, and that editable image is being scaled. So did I set this to be? Yeah, it's pixelated. Okay. Let's just set this to EMG to be that times 0.5. Or I could even do 0.4. Because then I can test this in a lower resolution. I can cancel that for now. See if this runs. It still looks like it's being blurred, don't it? I mean, it'd probably still look kind of cool. Okay, let's get this back. And we'll try to get it to actually show like I've been trying to do. We're gonna do the center plus a vector to new mass dot cosine and d mass dot sine. We multiply this by the radius and basically do the same thing down here, but change this to E. Just save that. Okay, so now when I play, oh, well, that's drawing a hexagon for some reason. Not quite what I had in mind, but it looks cool. I could even make that rotate. By just going like plus E angle. Or actually, even if I just do it to 1. Oh. Oh, it doesn't like that. Did I not send it? Attempt to perform arithmetic on number and table. I'm sending out the whole table. Dot angle. Why isn't that being altered? Questions with no answers. Because that's not being updated locally. Because this is only on the client that's happening. So I want to draw that, but I also want to send our server with my angle. And I also want to set my own angle in angles. Player.user ID. And it's down here. There. Local player. So now I can set that to be angle. But I need to set dot ang. A spiroscope. And it's fun because I can just like change this resolution to like 64 and then It is a spire scope. And then I can also, since I'm doing that, I can just like set the color value to be color3.fromHSV. I could even put like dmod1 . I'd probably have to do d divided by ow. That's kind of cool. I did have backgrounds like this going on while you're playing. That'd be neat. I'd probably just make it faded out. But what I was trying to do, if I just go add this, now that should be like the, if I lower the resolution, you'll be able to see. So now that's like rotating with it. And the colors stay in the same sectors. It's like a color wheel. I have too much fun with this stuff. But I was really just trying to make it draw the paddle from this to this. I think the issue is, like, I'm actually just drawing. Like, I shouldn't be using a pixel width for the radius. I need to use like an actual angle for the angle. You use an angle for the angle. This is supposed to be the width of the. So I put like arc width here. This should be. Do I do that and then divide by tau? Do I pass in an angle width? That's my arc width. I probably want to use like a low number. I can do math. Do I already have? I have the pad resolution. I want to do pad. It's like paddle length, pedal width. But I'm passing it in there. But I just I don't know. I'm gonna do tau times points. So 1, so that'd be 1/10 of a full circle. Oh. It's actually kind of drawing out. I thought it should. Does that really look like a 10th? We can figure it out if I go that's probably not a 10th because this should be a quarter. That does not look like a quarter. So it's probably okay, so I have let's try just times the arc width. That looks more like a quarter. But it's not. Probably because I'm starting at... Looks like it's drawing one extra line. Whee. Could play with this forever. And then what I could do is in the same angle draw the player's like icon, so that'll also help them know which one's them. Unless I somehow make it so I can draw text around the arc. That would be kind of cool too. Like just have their display name like curved around. And then if there's multiple people like stacked in one position, they can have their names like get offset from each other. It's cool thinking about this stuff. They could even have obstacles that randomly go through the, like pass through the circle, so they have to avoid those while still trying to hit the ball that's bouncing around. So what am I trying to do now? I am going to try to do what? Okay, so it was just like adding one more than it should. Pad resolution. Because if I do 1, it's gonna start going, yeah, it's like off by, so I do want that to start at 0. If I subtract 1, then it's gonna, I guess that might work. We'll have to see what the resolution happens. If I have 3, will it draw with 3? Oh, it does draw with 3 lines. Huh. So I can just keep in mind, or I guess I'll have to divide that by 2 or move it over. So I'll subtract the final destination. So I can subtract the half of arc width. It's almost like a bow now. This is what I want to do. Because now I can, like, I can even, I'll just, so I'll probably want to have a resolution of something like 8. Now if should I draw like this is, and draw like these lines? It might be too much if I try to like fill those in. But I can make it look cool by just drawing the lines. Or at least the outline of the whole thing. The paddle is going to be like quite a bit thinner. This I'll probably go add Pangles user ID dot arc width so I can go arc width is equal to tau times 0.2. It's still way too, I probably want 0.1. 1/10. 1/10 seems fine. Although I might want to have it. Could probably make it thinner. I wonder what happens if I set the... If I don't draw these anymore, it's probably gonna like overdraw itself. Whee. It's kind of cool. It's a Game Pass icon. But I need these, so we can have that be that, and let's try to draw some more lines. They're not here. You want to do it in the draw paddle. And we do want to have, I can get this back. We'll be drawing multiples of these and add the pad height. So just can go like that. So now we should have like 2 lines. Yep. And I should have a value with my player. Yeah, pad color. That's that. I could probably change this locally and I was, yep. Kind of cool. Wow. I'm gonna make that line more transparent so we can transparency, make that 0.8, probably 0.9 something, 0.95, 3.1415926535897. It's still like pretty visible. You're gonna be pretty transparent. Why is that so like it's still visible? No. What does it go to? If I said it's a 1, it should disappear, right? It's still there. What does this go to? What does their transparency go to? Is it 255 it goes to? No. It's like still visible even though it's like fully transparent. I'm only drawing a 1 line, supposedly. Now I don't really see it. But I want it to be semi-visible, but it's like that should have. I need to make like a dotted line function from marching ants line. So it has like lines going to it over time. And now that I've got that, I should be able to just like draw another line. I can get rid of this whole thing. Copy this guy. And we're gonna do from what? Should be able to just do radius like that. So now it's drawing like those diagonal lines. I wonder what happens if I can. Here, let's try 64. $1,024. That is crisp. But it probably also takes up more data. What happens if I change that? Huh. Kind of like 256. And I'll just turn back on the pixelated thing. It was fine how it was, wasn't it? Because now I can see the pattern better. It'd be cool if I can get those to scroll inside of there. But then I'd have to use modules and stuff. Probably add another angle and offset it with time. Well, let's try it with multiple players to see if it actually shows both of them. So, server and clients. I haven't like tried this new system Or they like make it more confusing. So this is airing. The next number with user ID. It's saying that that's a number. How's a number? Oh, let's figure this out. If I remembered where the error was. Which I don't. It was probably, was it this? I'm sending to the server this angle. And then I'm supposedly setting that player's angle. And in here, fire client. I want to send this player that sent it along with it. Okay, so let's see if this looks like it's updating. And I could probably lerp that a little bit. Why not? I mean, it's like the server should be able to tell where things are, and it might be more snappy this way. I could lerp that. I'd have to do that in run service, loop over all of them. And then I wouldn't be setting, I'd probably have to have two tables. One for the lerped one, or one for the lerped angle and one for the, or I mean I could just add another value within that other table. This actually allows them to, well, you probably want to have it so it draws your player last. That would make more sense. So draw your own player last. To do that, I can just check if player is equal to player, then continue. And then I can just call this again down here and say player so now it should draw your own player over everybody else. which it looks like it's doing. Like if you look on this side, they're going over that one, and this flare is going over this one. Then I can just add the player icons and the ball moving around, the bouncing effect. Detect when the ball hits the edge when the paddle isn't there. And if it doesn't, then if it hits the edge, I can make it just stay there until you move your mouse over it, and then it'll push it back out towards the center. But I might go to sleep right now because I'm getting tired. But this is pretty fun. Nice to get these working. So, thanks for watching. I might stream this again tomorrow. And then see if we can get some people playing it. So that will be fun. You can get a high score in the center, have it like faded out. Gonna have another, well, I'll have to add the leaderboards and stuff too. And those scores. Thank you for watching. It was fun streaming. Saw one extra person, I think, besides somebody else that's been stalking me. So, see ya. Where's the button? There it is. Bye.